Hello everybody, it's September 25th, 2020. Today references a few different important topics that 2020 is full of: police talk and fake news. The cops in our country have been vilified for far too long. Imagine someone scrutinizing everything you did every second and you're on your job. The main job is supposed to be fight criminals. When you glorify the people breaking the law, it undermines what is good and decent in society, mainly everyday normal working people. When I see the criminals getting the spotlight and the victims getting ignored, I get frustrated and have to take a step back and point out the hypocrisy. Hopefully we can return to a day where law and order are restored and we can heal as a nation. The fake news media is out of control. It is really easy for them to distort a fact in today's world. Basically, the easiest thing they do is take a story about someone else and put a new head on it. I don't want to show which way I'm voting, but when they just did a story about Don Jr. and he was on cocaine, did anyone buy it? Hunter Biden is the one that did all those awful things. It's just as simple as that. Today's professional tweet of the day centers around the sports media bleeding into the fake news. I really like the team at Fox Sports, but when someone says something so vile and reprehensible with no repercussion, it makes me upset. You don't know what people think of Tim Scott behind closed doors. I am sure he's more loved than Cory Booker. It is irresponsible to say it. Now that we have a big stable of proud patriots running for office this year, there is not a leg to stand on. I am inspired by Clint Klasik's video and many others running. I am not sure how anyone can see the destruction in our neighborhoods and think it's such a good idea to continue it. We want our inner cities and suburban areas to thrive. Even if you think she cannot do a good job, as President Trump would say, seriously, what do you have to lose? You can clearly see the other way isn't working. They are saying defund the police. It is absurd. Like Tyler Perry said, we need more police. When the police are overworked, it is so much easier to make a mistake. They don't have 5 minutes to react to something. Most of the time, they have a millisecond. If that was your job that was required, you'd probably make 100 mistakes a day. Like most things in life, policemen are not perfect. Some do have warped views on certain types of people and need better training and technology. That is why we are asking for reform. As someone said, if hairdressers need to take a certification class every year, then so can the cops, and we can stop with this madness with a few common sense improvement ideas. Today's personal tweet of the day centers around the fake news media. If you have survived through 2020 so far without noticing that, then I commend you. I will say later that it is not what they say, it's what they leave out. Also know now that the most disturbing trend is taking a story that happened to someone else and putting a different name on it. None of us are buying it. We have done our research for this a lot, and so we know what we are talking about. When I see a fake news story, I just throw it to the side and laugh because I know it's not true. However, there are still a lot of good people out there who should look at themselves in the mirror and just see that they're getting played by the media. I hate to tell people how to think and feel, but they need to be enlightened about what's really going on. Disinformation needs to stop. We have newspapers that have all kind of sorts of news, so we cannot cancel them. We need to learn how to make them do a better job to serve the right of decent Americans. They cannot go on much longer. If we need to redo the journalism part of the Constitution, I cannot stand when the story is fake. It undercuts values as people. Just so you know, there are credible news sources out there that are doing their job. The others, well, I'm sure we can think of someone we can do with them. Confess or go to the place that is joked about in the movie Office Space. That will teach them to mess around with American minds. We will win in the end and take our media back. That's it for today. See you tomorrow. God bless you, and God bless America.